Hello and welcome back to browser-based games. Today is the 22nd of August, and we have just had a rollover of the event cycle under the events tab, and a lot of our events up here have gone away, namely the discount shop, the treasure chest is gone, the slot machine is still here for another 3 days, treasure hunting has turned to the Wheel of Fortune again. The cross-server carnival is gone, and the lucky star is gone. Now, last video I covered the lucky star, and I played with it a little bit on my main server, on my main character, and I just want to point out that um, while I still think that this is a good event if you are going for the Odin, the event never popped up that made this worth it. It has to overlap a good recharge event, because in order to get the Fairy Queen from that event, you got to spend a lot of amber. You're probably still not going to pick up the Pandora from that event because the Pandora just, I spent 10,000 getting odds and I never got a Pandora shard. So that Lucky Star 7 slot machine event, just still trying to figure out, it, if you're doing it because you've overlapped it with the Hades event that did pop up today, and I will cover that in a second, then by all means, get the Hades, get the Fairy Queen, hope you get some Pandora shards. But don't go after it for the Pandora. I did go ahead and just pick up a 5-star. The Void Sorceress, which is a really, really good hero card to pick up from that event, and that event is cyclical, so you will see it again. Should cost around 12,000 amber, give or take about 2,000. If you're really, really lucky, you can get it in 10,000. If you're not very lucky, you'll get it in about 14. So you can get the Void Sorceress from that card for one recharge of $100. All in all, that's one of the best times to pick up Void Sorceress, to be quite frank. So that event is gone though, rotated out. Slot machines here, second half of the rotation, because the slot machine kind of pops up for 6 days and it does first spin, last spin, and it's on the second half, so you can pick that up again still if you're planning on doing the slot machine. Not necessarily the worst idea in the world, and here's why. The event that I am talking about that did pop up, if you want to do this, and again, you typically are going to want to do this when there's other supporting events, because this event and the other events are not fantastic by themselves. It's when they overlap that you get really good returns for your money. This Recharge and Consume event is going to give you half of an ancient weapon through the ancient crystals. It's going to give you a pretty decent mount. It's an S grade mount, and it's going to give you your Hades. So that's one of your heroes needed for the myth, for the Odin. So this event right here, this is a pretty decent recharge event, arguably one of the best, but it's very dry by itself. It feels pretty bad to recharge this much and not have anything good to spend this much on. So I would have loved to see this event overlap with the Lucky Star. It did the last time they came through the cycle. It did not this time. Outside of that, you've got your typical cumulative recharge that resets every day at midnight, with Wheel of Fortune vouchers going up to $600. I would not max this out on a daily basis, even if you are going after this. I would actually hold off a couple of days period on this. This is a 6-day long event. This is the only one that's super appealing if you need to go for Hades. If you don't get it this time, it's going to come back around. Like I said, these events are cyclical, so there's no FOMO here. Don't be afraid that if you don't do this, you're not going to get it. It comes back. You're not going to lose out or miss out on anything. There's an epic respend or an epic spend here, so that's consumption. You've got the cumulative recharge here that resets every day, every day at midnight. This one also will reset every day. This one goes up to 300. This one's typical. That's just your typical daily. And I believe that's it for the spends. So recharging wise, you've got 1, 2, and 3. Yep, 3. That's light. That's super light on a recharge, guys. Like, um, that's feel bad levels of light. So I would hold off, especially that first day. Primarily because of this. One of the other events that popped up is the Relic Gacha. This popped up. This wasn't a this isn't a holdover or anything like that. It popped up. There's no way to currently get the Relic Gacha coin in the event store. None of these items or none of these events are giving you a Relic Gacha coin, which means there are events that will pop up during the duration of this that are missing. Probably that rewards tab that has been gone for a couple of days. We're probably going to see a reward cycle, event cycle again as well come out. So if nothing else, hold off that first day if you do want to get the Hades, because I have a feeling that in probably tomorrow we may see some events that will support this Relic Gacha, and then other events, who knows. There's no reason to not wait, at least to see what happens there. The Wheel of Fortune is, we've got these nice azure wings, and then again 5-star heroes. This is going to be super, 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 super rare. I believe between me and one of my clanmates last time, we spun collectively probably 3,000 spins on the wheel. I got 1. He got 4. So he claims he spun it less than me, but I doubt that a little bit. But yeah, then there's this. I really like this set of wings. I don't think it's worth just necessarily going after. I mean, it's not the worst in the world, 500 points. You get points pretty easily here. I actually really like this event for the exchanges. The outfit that comes from this event didn't change. It's the same one that was up last time. The farmer outfit, the little pet did change. It's the rabbit. Keep in mind that you have to have the pet to get these pet skins. Don't just go for these pet skins without having the pet. Otherwise, they'll just sit there and they'll do nothing for you. Spinning this and picking up relic drills, never a bad idea if you've got a lot of relics, because this is one of the best ways to get these relic drills. Outside of that, it's really up to you if you want to go after either of these. As far as the wings go, looking at this seems to be a mispriced wing, by the way. So this is an S grade wing is typically 1,000 points on the wheel. This is a S grade wing that is 500 points on the wheel. That's typically what they put their A grade wings at. So this is essentially an S grade wing for 50% off. The mount is actually also cheap for an S grade mount, I believe. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't typically chase the mounts. The BR is so small compared to what you can exchange BR value wise from like the shard shop usually, that I don't go after the mounts ever. I just, if I pick up the shards, I trade them into the shard shop and pick up something else that's going to give me a better BR return, unless it's a mount I really like the look of. I was really hoping we'd see a better relic in here than Loki's head, but Loki's head is back again this week. So a very underwhelming presentation of events for us on the day. Again, personally, I really would like to pick up a Hades eventually. I have not to this point, just because I'm not in a huge rush to pick up Hades. And to get Odin, you do have to have all 4 of those heroes: the Fairy Queen, Pandora, Hades, and Poseidon. Poseidon was from the beginner event that everybody should have had the opportunity to pick up there. And then you see the others, you see all of them occasionally through different events. Picking up Hades by himself, he's not a fantastic hero. So you really want to make a push for him when you're ready to make that push for Odin, because you're probably not going to use him otherwise. He's just not a fantastic hero by himself compared to some of the others. A lot of people, they're just going to stick with their 5 stars. So, but this is a good event. If they throw out a bunch of good supporting events tomorrow, and fingers crossed that's when they do throw out more events, because we do seem light on events right now. Like, I'm not motivated to recharge, and when you go through a couple of weeks of where putting money into the game is going to give you rewards on 5, 6, even 7 at one point events simultaneously, it's really discouraging to recharge anything into a game when you're only going to get rewards for 2 because one of them is this. This barely even counts. So you're really only getting rewards from 2 different events for recharging. So I think that deep down they're going to realize that, and if they don't, then they've just kind of, I think, really shot themselves in the foot, because I think most people who spend money on this game are probably understanding that this is underwhelming, and if I wait a little bit, I'll be able to line it up to where I can get 7 different event rewards for that recharge. So there is also a consumption ranking event going on. Also pretty underwhelming. It's the Monkey King again. So if you want to pick up Monkey King, I mean this is European servers, so this does not represent what the U.S. servers look like. This will not hold. Even on European servers, this won't hold. But on U.S. servers, this will be 50 to 100,000 ambers spent of resources. Again, if they throw out the supporting events. If the events are if they stink, then you may want to look at picking this up cheap, because if you can pick up a Monkey King for that cheap, pick them up. So, but I don't anticipate that by the time this event ends in 3 days, they won't have released something to encourage you to consume Amber, because right now there's nothing worth consuming Amber on. And then discount packs, they just support the other events that are going on. There's nothing special there. So that's the events for now. Probably just label this one as the Hades event, since that is the kind of feature here. But other than that, nothing really going on. Good luck, you guys, and see you hopefully tomorrow to go over events from that they added tomorrow. Take care.